Okay, how do you know when to settle a legal matter on your own? Lawyers, no question about it, can be very expensive, but in certain situations, paying a lawyer up front will save you money in the long run. And here with his thoughts and his dog on when to lawyer up is Ed Herman from Brown & Crouppen. He's a puppy, and I'm talking about Sheriff.
Well, I'm me
He was
too.
missing
I'm
his
a bit of a
daddy.
puppy. He was missing me.
He was missing his dad.
Well, you know, going on your own, which sometimes is advisable, notice going pro se, I would say a classic situation where it's okay not to hire a lawyer, maybe even preferable, is anytime you're going to go to small claims court. I actually think small claims court, it's one of those great throwbacks.
It's the people's court.
It's like the people's court, and what I like about it is you could bring your claim. The rules of evidence don't apply at small claims court, traditional rules of evidence. So you don't have to worry about going in there and not knowing, you know, how do I present this evidence, what's allowed, what's not allowed. And the judges are actually, I believe that they're very helpful to an unrepresented person in small claims court. What's nice about small claims court is if you bring your claim against a corporation, let's say you've been wronged by, I don't know, Walmart or cell phone provider or whatever, they have to get a lawyer. Corporations, you know, need a lawyer representing them, even in small claims court. So a lot of times bringing the action against them forces them to take action and try to settle with you
out of court
quickly. So I think small claims court's a good example of when to use use a lawyer.
Your odds, and correct me if I'm wrong, I know you will, your odds of being of having something thrown out on a technicality are a lot lower in a small claims court.
They're non-existent.
Because they're not going to hold it against you if you didn't sign a form correctly or if you didn't do the proper filings for some kind of evidence like you said.
Right, that's exactly right. And the other beauty of small claims court is obviously your claim isn't worth that much. In Missouri, I think it's got to be under $3,000. So even if you mess up everything, worst case scenario, you got out of there. You might have lost, but a lawyer probably would have cost you more than that anyway.
What about wills?
You know, with a will, there's two schools of thoughts on wills. Generally, get a lawyer if you have children, if you have assets, and really it's not that expensive. You should be able to find a lawyer that can do a simple will for you and your family, probably for under $1,000 total. But in a pinch, let's say, you know, I had a situation where a husband and wife were going to go on a vacation and they thought, you know what, we're not bringing the kids, we don't have a will, what can we do quickly? You can go to a website like LegalZoom.com, or you can even go to, you know, I think even OfficeMax will have some simple wills. Those will generally work. Just make sure you execute them properly. You fill out the forms, you can do them online, and then, like in Missouri, get it notarized and bring 2 witnesses with you and have their signatures notarized. If you do that, almost anything written will be enforceable.
Traffic tickets?
Strangely enough, people think traffic tickets, no big deal. This one I tell you get a lawyer on, because a traffic ticket without a lawyer, you're going to just wind up, you can't beat it, realistically. I mean, very few people do. So you're just going to wind up paying the ticket and thinking, well, it's no big deal, it's one speeding ticket. That will go on your license, you'll get points attached, and it may affect your insurance rates. If you use a lawyer, you know, just having a lawyer involved, basically, they'll reduce the ticket to a non-moving violation, which means no points will be assessed. So even if the lawyer costs you a couple $100, you're going to save that in insurance money.
We're out of time, but really quickly, I want you to address the court clerks and how much help they can be.
They can be a tremendous help. When you go there, be nice to the court clerks. Don't take them for granted. They can be your greatest asset in a court situation. And one quick thing, on a criminal matter, always get a lawyer and vote for Prop S today. The courts can use your help if you're in St. Louis County. There
you go. If you have a legal question for Brown & Crouppen, email us at greatday@kmov.com.